What's up, guys? Mitch back here at MSG. We got Dave, Gavin, got this beautiful M5. We're going to be replacing the coolant reservoir over here. These are a common leaking point on these cars. Just because they are two pieces, top and bottom, they're fused together. They tend to leak right over here around this seal. You can already see it's up here just a little bit, but we're going to get that replaced for him today. Got this RK Auto Works coolant reservoir. This thing is so beautiful. Aluminum. It's going to be a lot better. I'm going to go ahead and do do a coolant flush as well with it. But stay tuned for the process. Gavin's already starting to take apart this. Just for easier access, these do come off. Just give yourself a little bit more room. But yeah, we're going to take you through, show you the whole process, do the coolant flush, and yeah. So Gavin's going ahead, getting the car jacked up so that we can get to the coolant drain plug down here on the bottom. On the bottom, what is this? Bottom left side of the radiator. Then what we can do is start taking all those hoses off. Should be just a couple. Then there's those two T30s. And then, yeah. So Gavin's going underneath. He already removed the main belly pan. Now what he's doing is removing this side skirt tray to be able to get to that coolant drain plug. I'll show you that once he gets there. All right, guys, we got the wheel off just so we can have better access to being able to get to that coolant drain plug right up there. What we're also gonna do is take off this front brace as well so that we can get to the coolant line to the radiator from the top to be able to drain it as well from there. So what you got to do for that, take off these intakes. All it is, you know, take a screwdriver or 10 mil, loosen that up. What I'm doing is I'm going to loosen it up from here as well so that I can take this off completely to take off this brace. Same thing with this side, obviously. Then you can go through with your T30s and take this off. Yeah. That will give you access under here to the radiator, and you can get to the that coolant line that I'm talking about. Once I get all that done, I will show you guys where that coolant line's at and how to drain it. All right, we got those intakes off as well as the brackets. Just gonna take that screwdriver again right here, loosen it up, pops right out. Before though, what I did, just a 16 and an 18 right here and right here. 18 goes there, 16's right there. Pop those two off, and then this bracket will come out. Just take it out slowly so you don't scratch anything up, mar anything. Same thing on that side, 16 and 18. Screwdriver, everything pops right up. To give myself a little bit more room, I removed this fan shroud. Super simple. It was just a T20. Right now, what Gavin's doing right now is going to drain the coolant.
No, I'm not draining the coolant.
So what he's doing right now, very carefully, popping loose the drain plug. I'm helping him guide all the coolant in. Yeah, this is a very messy process, guys, but definitely helps when you have two people. And just let her go. So we were actually dingleberries and forgot to loosen the cap. Helps a lot with draining the coolant out the rest of the way.
So they're showing the intake box.
Yeah, the intake box is really cool. Damn.
All right, guys, Gavin at MSG. We got Mitch at MSG. We're manually pumping out the coolant after you loosen the coolant reservoir cap, so the majority of it drains out. So yeah, we're pumping it all out just so that it all comes out, so there's no coolant spillage, at least very minimal coolant spillage when we take out the reservoir. We swap it with this beautiful billet.
beautiful billet. Gavin's going ahead, removing the coolant lines. Don't burn yourself. Turbos are hot.
All right, ready? Go for it.
All right, guys, so this M5 is actually taking itself apart, doing its own coolant flush. It's crazy what these things can do back in 2019. All right, guys, we got that coolant reservoir out. Again, like I said, it's the two T30s that sit right here on the heat shield right above the turbos. There's 4 connections. Gavin's outside actually draining the coolant a little bit more. There's 4 connections. There's 1, 2, 3. I lied. It's 3 connections for the coolant hoses. We have them out of the way just so that we can get the new one in. Right now what I'm doing is I'm going through with brake clean on a rag, just cleaning up that area a little bit. Want to take care of the customer, want to make sure it's good, and make sure that, you know, if there is any leaks, that we can see it and we know that it's clean underneath. So, you know, if there's leaks, then it's coming from that one and not the old one or any residual residue. So I'm going to continue to keep cleaning this up, and when we're about to put the new one back in, I'm going to show you guys how to do that. So with these RK Auto Works reservoirs, what you do have to do with the old ones is actually break off the old sensor so that you can get to, well, break the plastic stuff around the sensor so that you can get to the actual sensor that reads the coolant level. I'll show you what that looks like. Gavin, where is it? There it is. So this is what it looks like. This is where the electrical connector sits, and this just goes right in there. What Gavin's doing right now is replacing the O-rings on it.
Thinking of my bag.
Struggling. You're good. Gavin's putting in the new reservoir. Oh, that already looks so good.
Right?
Yeah, there's no grommets on the new reservoir, so you're really solely relying on these 2 T30s to hold it up, but it'll be okay.
I don't like that fitment on either.
Car got it installed. Gavin's putting the coolant lines back in, putting the connector back on. What we're gonna do next is fill it up with coolant and do a full coolant flush on the whole system.
Sure could treat you right. Give me just a minute of your time tonight. We both are here to have.
Got everything back together. Intake's back on. New reservoir tank in. Everything reconnected. What Gavin's doing right now, we have the concentrate Xeratec HT12 for the BMWs. He's mixing distilled water. We might need another quart, but we'll see what happens. Got everything ready, set up for bleeding. Also, we have the bumper off right now. We are gonna repaint it from the last time when we took off the carbon lips. It got a little messed up, so we're gonna handle that for him free of charge and get this repainted for him. So we got it off right now. Look at that clean rear diffuser. I like that. But yeah, mixing up the coolant right now, and I'm gonna fill it up, do the bleed procedure, and turn her on. Going in, pouring coolant in. Gavin's just checking for leaks right now. Tyler playing jokes. So we got majority of the coolant in. As you can see, it's kind of just sitting without bubbling or going down. What Gavin's doing now is the bleed procedure. Gavin, you want to explain that?
No, not really. They can look it up on YouTube.
Hell yeah, they can. So, what you're gonna do to do the bleed procedure is look up Chris Fix on YouTube.
Chris Felix owns an M5.
Yeah, Chris Fix actually doesn't own any BMWs because he's not cool. Well, he does. But, yeah. Gavin's going to go ahead and do the bleed procedure.
Oh, it's probably get real hot in that M5.
What it's going to do is cycle the coolant out throughout the system. Once you see the coolant stop going down, she full. Wrapping up, coolant's on, got the beauty cover back on. It's looking so good.
That's what I did.
But yeah, that's the process. Taking that out, putting the coolant back in.
Gavin.
Huh.
So do my
Pretty nice, pretty nice. I still can't get over how nice this engine bay looks.
What?
Looks so good.
oil filter.